Welcome to Filmwar. Let's cut the shit. This is a movie games podcast, so every second not spent playing movie games is a second wasted. Our contestants will be competing for points in many games. Whoever has the most at the end will be declared our winner. Remember, we don't say Goonies on this show. If you say the word Goonies out loud at any point during this podcast, you will have points deducted.
What if we say it during the intro?
If you don't have any points, I can't deduct points. I'm not going to go negative points, so get it out. Get it all out of your system.
Sorry, I don't want to start pissing you off already.
Today we have Brent, and we have Will.
Yo.
Our prize for today is a VHS cassette version of Ghost, starring Patrick Swayze, Whoopi Goldberg, Demi Moore. Have you guys seen the film? Do you like it?
I feel like I have seen it. I can't really remember the plot line, but I feel like I remember the characters and the title.
I have seen that movie at least 100 times.
100 times?
100 times.
So what's the plot then?
What's the plot, really?
Let's hear the plot that goes.
No spoiler?
I don't care.
Oh, yeah, spoil it away. It's from
Demi
1990.
Moore's husband is Patrick Swayze is murdered. I don't know if they're married yet.
Okay.
Boyfriend, at least, is murdered, and he comes back to avenge his death, and he uses the medium Whoopi Goldberg as his...
Yes. Okay.
In order to
him
talk
and Whoopi
to
have to convince Demi that he's a ghost that's so real, and then they do this really weird pottery sex scene that everybody ate up for about a decade.
That's cut out of the TV version.
Then I guess the best...
they keep it in the TV version. They maybe crop in a little bit.
Who plays the angry ghost on the subway?
Vincent Scavelli.
There you go.
Yeah. Now that movie, I saw that very young, and it scared the shit out of me as a child because of the sounds that the demons make as they're approaching you.
The bad people.
It always reminds me of Legion of Doom from WWE in the 80s. Like their theme music starts with and that's exactly what it sounds like for the demons and ghosts.
The CG on those demons were so awful, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's just shadows, isn't it?
Black shadows on the ground. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and they're coming in, reaching out and trying to grab you.
I guess they probably weren't even CGs, were they?
No, I'm sure it probably was just someone painting over it. Maybe a matte painting. Yeah.
Or maybe real demons.
Yeah, it might have been real demons. Yeah.
They can use mine anytime they want. I'll get rid of them.
This game is called Number Feud.
This game is called Number Feud. You'll each take turns guessing both the production budget and the worldwide gross income of popular films. Whoever is closest to the actual number without going over will receive 1 point each. We follow Price is Right rules. You guys have played this game before. Semi-good at it, so... The first film is from 1960. Psycho, the Alfred Hitchcock film.
Oof.
Brent, how much do you think it cost to make Psycho?
Oh, boy.
A long time ago. Money was very different.
Yeah, let's go like 700.
No, I didn't go so far.
700,000.
700K. Will, what do you say? Do you think that's high or do you think that's low?
Back then, it definitely would have been high for a movie of being a movie back then. But for the vein of being Price Right rules, let's go with 500,000.
500K. Brent gets his first point. It was actually $800,000.
I mean,
you guys were
very
close.
Hitchcock.
Yeah, I expected you to go way over, but you guys kept it close. All right, so how much do you think Psycho made in the world, Will? In 1960?
3.3 million.
3.3 million. Brent, back to you. How much do you think it made? Psycho, 1960.
Let's go. I'm doing even 2.
2 million.
Yeah.
Will gets his first point. It was $32 million.
Wow. Really?
Wow.
Yeah, made some money. Crazy. I mean, 1960, it's quite a bit of money. Yeah, explains why he was so heralded.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And why it went to his head.
You think it went to? Do you think Psycho went to Alfred Hitchcock's head?
Money like that would make you a celebrity.
I think he was.
So what was his peak? What was his peak then?
Oh, I don't know. That's.
What's your favorite Hitchcock movie?
Vertigo's up there.
Vertigo? Yeah, it's the one that everyone says. I was expecting something a little more creative.
I mean, Midwest.
All right, moving on.
Oh, Rope.
Rope? You need rope to hang yourself with right now? Is that what you're asking for?
I could go for it.
You could go for a good suicide?
Can we film it in one take?
There's not 2 takes on a hanging.
There's not two takes on a hanging, Will says.
Looks like we got a
This
title
film-
for this one.
This film is from
That sounds
2000.
like a movie gone wrong, like a movie making a hanging and it just goes all wrong.
This movie failed horribly.
This film's from 2000. Charlie's Angels. Brent, how much do you think it took to make Charlie's Angels in 2000?
I want to say like, this 35 million.
$35 million, Brent says. Will, what do you say?
Yeah, it's got to be less than that. Let's say 18 million.
18 million. Will went low. Budget was $93 million. A lot of money to
What?
make that
Yeah,
movie.
I mean, I knew it would be high just because the names and the.
I didn't know, were they all that like famous at that point?
Oh
in
yeah,
time?
that was just
yeah, it was-
A-list at the time.
It was
I
Cameron
didn't know if they
Diaz's
were-
peak, I
Lucy
feel,
Liu.
right there.
Well, I know who's in it. I just didn't know, like, I guess time frame wise,
Right.
that was a little off there.
Well, then
obviously.
what? Samuel Jackson, right, as Mr. Man or whatever. Did he not have a? Wasn't he?
No,
I
it's
don't
like
think
Char-
so.
he
Bill-
wasn't Charlie,
Bill
he
Murray's
was-
in it.
Who was Charlie?
Believe Charlie is still the original voice from the show. Or
Oh,
something
was it?
very
I
close.
thought. Oh.
And then Bill
I'm not
Murray
sure who it
plays like
is.
the in-between
right,
guy.
the in between guy.
Yeah, and
I-
apparently him and Lucy Liu had a lot of problems on that set.
Yeah, I heard
I
that,
think-
like
Really?
some borderline racial stuff.
Racial. I never heard that, but I heard he was quite a prick.
Right.
Well,
That
moving
seems to
on.
be-
How much do you think Charlie's Angels, this disastrous production, made in the world, Will?
So if it cost, we said 93.
$93 million to make it. How much do you think it made in the
Oh,
world?
God. It had to make 500 million then.
$500 million. Brent, what do you say?
Well, I know it flopped pretty good, but worldly, it probably did pretty good internationally in a few spots, I would imagine.
Which
I-
would draw you to say
Globally,
globally is what
I'm
we're
gonna
talking about.
go.
Yes, Brent.
I'm gonna throw the dollar one out there.
$1. Brent says
Lowball.
one American dollar. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Not a franc.
Any currency.
a yen.
Brent gets it. Will went over. It was $264 million
Ooh,
in
I
the
was gonna
world.
say two something. I just wanted to
Yeah,
do that.
500 was a little ambitious.
Yeah, you went for it though, man.
I
I
just
gotta
wanted
applaud you for that.
I wanted to do the Price is Right rule.
Before we get out of this game, I'm gonna have one more movie for you, and it's one you're not gonna like. It's from 2019, also Charlie's Angels, the
Wow.
remake with Kristen Stewart.
I didn't think.
Brent,
I'd quit
how
this
much do you
soon.
think? Brent, how much do you think the budget was for Charlie's Angels 2019? We're on 2019 now, not 2000. 2000
Sure.
is dead.
No, I'm
2019 is
with
here.
you. I have never seen this one, by the way.
Just throw out a number.
So
then.
I
You
really
know this
don't
game
even.
works.
I'm gonna go Kristen Stewart.
Go for
Oh
it.
man, this is junk. Let's go 75.
$75 million to make it. Brent says. Will, what do you say?
So I'm going to say my game answer, and then I'll say my actual answer after I say my game. So I'm going to go with $1. And
Okay.
but I would guess 81 if I didn't guess that on record. There you go.
It's a good thing you took $1 because it was $48 million. You get a point.
Nice.
I thought the low would be too on the nose, so I thought you were doing a little tricky trick.
I
Yeah,
thought
a lot of tricks in this show.
I thought you were in the ballpark though, Brent. I thought it would be right about the same dollar amount, just not quite
Right.
the same. You know, they
Especially
could have
right.
they could have negotiated 75 million. I think that was fair.
So it took $48 million to make it. Will, how much do you think it took in globally?
Has any of
the
us
box
seen
office?
this? Have you seen this,
No.
Shay?
If I've seen
I
the
have-
second one, I completely forgot.
This is the remake.
Yeah, this
There's
is the
technically
reboot.
there's
It's a
the
remake?
one. It's a remake.
See, then I've definitely not seen it.
I don't even know.
So
if I
Will,
did see the
just throw
second
out a
one.
number then.
Let's say 96. It made 3 more than it cost to make the first one.
$96 million. Brent, what do you say? How much do you think it made? Remember, none of us have seen it. We certainly didn't go to the theater to see it.
I'm gonna go. Let's say 53 million.
53.
I like the parody
million.
and scary movie. I just want to add
What's the parody and scary movie?
the Charlie Angels parody. I think it's Scary Movie 3, or no, maybe it is 2. I
Hmm.
bet it's 2 where they're in the castle.
Where they all just do the gun pose?
No, they do like a whole bit where they're fighting like Charlie's Angels, and yeah, they do the gun pose too. But it's a whole like bit.
They got to do the gun pose.
Brent gets a point. It was $73 million. All
Ouch.
right, that's the end of Number Feud. At the end, Brent has 4 points. Will has 2. Moving on.
This game is called High-Low.
This is high-low. In this game, you'll each be guessing whether the average rating for a film on Letterboxd is higher or lower than 3.5 stars. You'll each have a chance to guess, and you could each receive points for each film. 3.5 stars is the line for every question.
This tricky game.
2012, The Hobbit. Will, do you think it's higher or lower than 3.5 stars?
Let's go with higher. I love The Hobbit.
Surely
And
it's
Brent?
higher. Surely.
No points. It was low. 3.4. One of those
Really?
pesky
It's one of those
3.4s.
tricky ones.
See, no, this is
Those
what he
tricky
does.
ones.
This is Shay's thing.
Look at him smiling. He knows.
That's the game. I mean, that's what this podcast is, guys. What if I came in here and said, "Do you
It's
think
like-
Terminator 2 is over 3.5 stars?"
It's
Anyway,
like when-
1991, Hook. Brent, do you think it's higher or lower than 3.5 stars?
higher.
Hook. Higher. Will, what do you say?
Higher. Everybody loves Robin Williams.
3.3. You guys both don't get
What?
points.
This is redunculous.
Will, do you want a film from 1999 or 1980?
Let's do 99.
1999, the film is October Sky. Have you
Hmm.
seen it?
Yeah, that's the one with where he builds the rocket and is it Jake
Yep.
Gyllenhaal?
Mhm.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's
actor?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct.
I really enjoyed that movie.
Okay, well, do you think it was higher or lower than 3.5 stars on Letterboxd?
Well,
Are
There's
you
no
a member of Letterboxd? Have you voted on this film?
I've
Does
never-
your
I've
answer
never-
factor in?
no, I wish it did. I'm gonna have to start, scouring damn letterbox for the
Right,
show
right.
specifically.
That ride that line, those 3.6s, those 3.4s.
But so I'm gonna on the vein of like, there's no way you put three tricksters in a row. This one's got to be higher.
Don't
You're
let him
going
I'm
fool
higher?
saying
you.
higher.
Don't let
I'm
him fool
going
you.
Creed. Can you take me higher?
So Brent, are you going low then?
I can't. I'm riding
Can
high
you
on all these.
take me higher?
Can you fly
Brent's saying
me
higher too.
higher?
Both get points, 3.6.
Yeah, okay.
All
See,
right.
I would have been an idiot.
Yeah, you would have been, and I was
Would've
waiting
been-
for that. I was sitting here and I was like,
You're gonna
pulling
mock
you
me.
in.
Wanted to mock me.
I did want to mock you.
Mock this.
All right, this film's from 1980. The film is 9 to 5. Guys seen it?
Yes.
I have not.
Have you at least heard the song?
Dolly
What's
Parton.
Brent,
the song?
Brent, sing
I'm
the song
working
for Will,
9
please.
to 5, do something to live in. Lily Tomlin is in this movie, isn't she?
Yeah, it's correct. Will, this film you've never seen, have no idea what it is. Do you think it's higher or lower than 3.5 stars on Letterboxd?
And it came in out in 1980.
1980.
Well, I mean, that was prime time for her. I mean, it's always prime time for her. So let's just go with higher. I'm just ride the higher train on it all the way out here.
All right, Brent, what about
Yeah,
you?
I'm gonna. It has to be, surely.
You're saying high.
Yes.
9 to 5. Personally
Yeah.
love the film.
Yeah.
It was high, 3.8. You both get
All right.
points.
Nice.
I know the audience is on Letterbox. I know my Letterbox.
Okay, last film for this game. 2005, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Adam Brody, I
Ooh.
believe.
Here's a tricky.
Brent, do you think it's higher or lower?
I'm gonna
3.5
go lower.
stars.
I'm gonna go lower.
Brent's saying lower. Will, what do you say? Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
So
Have you seen the
there-
film?
Yeah, I have. It's more of like a commercial made film. I think it's all right. Is Letterbox like more like film snobs, or is it like general
It's
public type?
a little
like
bit
rock?
of both.
Yeah, I'd say it's dead even.
Let's
That's
go
where you
with
get
lower. There's no way
weird
this is higher.
scores.
Both get points. 3.1 stars.
Ooh, that's lower than I thought it would be.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
there's no way.
Did you hear that
Now-
TV show got
Yeah,
Ugh.
they're making it with Donald Glover and Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I believe.
Yeah.
Those two people. Oh no, actually, maybe she dropped out. I don't know.
No, I think they're both back. I really like their chemistry and Solo.
This game is called The Imposter.
All right, this game is The Imposter. For this game, I'll be naming a film and 3 actors. 2 of the named actors are actually in the same film, but the third actor is, of course, not. It's up to you to figure out who the imposter is of each group. You'll each get separate questions. Will, do you want a film from 1991 or 2017?
Let's go with 17.
2017. Your film is the Lego Batman movie.
Okay.
Your cast is Jason Bateman, Mariah Carey, Conan O'Brien.
Is it Mariah Carey?
That's incorrect. Jason Bateman was not in the Lego Batman
Jason
movie.
Bateman.
For some reason, I thought he was too. Wow.
Does she play like her own person, or does she play a voice?
She plays Gotham City's mayor in Lego Batman. She's the voice of the
Okay.
mayor.
Shoot.
Okay, Brent, do you want a film from 1990 or 1994?
94.
1994. Your film is Little Women.
Oh, come on.
Your cast is Christian Bale, Kirsten Dunst, Liv Tyler. Who was not in Little Women?
Liv Tyler.
That's correct. Brent gets a point. Liv Tyler was not in Little Women.
You thought you were going to get me on that bail, didn't you? I've
I
seen
did.
Little
I
Women.
did.
Don't
Right.
Don't get
As
it
have
wrong.
I. Yeah. All right. I have gotten you on some easier questions in this game, so don't toot your horn so much.
Don't toot your horn.
I'll toot your horn, sir.
Not toot our horns.
All right, tutors.
Will, 1991. Your film is The Doors. Oliver
The
Stone
Doors.
film. Have you ever seen it?
Nope.
No, it's a biopic about the band.
Well.
Okay, well, I was assuming that. I was like,
Kind of.
is it-
I should have told you it's a film about guys that build doors and
I was gonna say,
install
it's just
doors
old
and the
guy,
various
his
things that these
passion is
door
building-
people do.
building
Right.
doors? Yeah.
Okay, here's your cast for The Doors.
Okay.
Titus Welliver, who you might know as Bosch. Hank Azaria, who you might know as the voice of Mo. Crispin Glover, who you might know from Back to the Future.
Let's go with Glover.
You're saying Crispin Glover was not in The Doors.
Correct.
Incorrect. Crispin Glover plays Andy Warhol in The Doors.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, I was just firing from the hip there. Shit, I missed.
All right, Brent, your film is from 1990. It's a film I know you love, Cry Baby, the John Waters film.
Sure.
Your cast is Willem Dafoe, Matthew Lillard, Iggy Pop, who was not in Cry Baby.
Oh my goodness. I want to say Matthew Lillard, right?
Matthew Lillard is your final answer?
Yeah.
Correct. Brent gets another point. Matthew Lillard was not in that film.
Running away from me.
This next one is going to be for both of you. Whoever yells out the answer first will receive the point. Are you guys ready? 2004, Dodgeball, a true underdog story. The cast is Will Ferrell, Chuck Norris, Rip Torn.
Will Ferrell.
It's correct. Will gets a point. Will Ferrell was not in Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
He just beat me on that one, but I was trying to remember at the same time where Chuck Norris was.
He is one of the judges at the end. He plays himself.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I knew Farrell wasn't, but my brain was trying to do two things at once.
Which it is known not to be able to do.
Exactly.
Try to pat your head and rub your stomach right now.
This game is called Soundtrack Blues.
So I'll be listing 3 songs that are either performed or are featured within a film, and you'll have to guess which film soundtrack the 3 songs come from. Will, do you want a film from 2000 or 2004?
Let's go with 2004.
2004. Here is 3 songs from a film from 2004. Mr. Blue Sky, performed by Electric Light Orchestra. Oh My Darling Clementine, performed by The Cast. Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime, performed by Beck.
Oh man, I know this.
Mr. Blue Sky, performed by Electric Light Orchestra. Oh My Darling Clementine,
Miss
performed by The
Sunshine?
Cast. Incorrect. Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime, performed by Beck. One of my favorite all-time covers of a song.
I'm drawing a
Any
blank.
guesses?
I know it, but I can't come up with it.
That film is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless
Oh,
Mind.
yeah.
Actually,
Oh.
I'm very
It's
sad that
Michel-
you guys didn't get that.
That's a Michel Gondry one, yeah.
Yes, it is. It is
I-
a Michel Gondry film.
I love those films. I was for some reason trying to think of his.
Man,
for
that
some reason
really-
I was like,
Oh,
damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That
it
everybody's
didn't
got to
feel
learn
like on the
sometime.
tip
plays
on my
over.
tongue, but the second you said that, it's
this
obvious.
is about to
right.
turn into one of those break rooms.
Okay, Brent, do you want a film from 2000 or 2000?
Let me think.
I'm hearing 2000? You want
Maybe.
2000? Okay,
Yeah, we'll go
2000.
2000.
Here are 3 songs from a soundtrack from a film from 2000. Search and Destroy, performed by The Stooges. Fever Dog, performed by The Cast. Tiny Dancer, performed by Elton John and
Almost
The Cast.
Famous. Almost Famous.
That's correct. Brent gets another point.
Nice.
That film was Almost Famous. Cameron Crowe film. Personal favorite of mine. You know, I pretty much only choose personal favorites, so I should probably stop saying that.
I have to go with your garbage.
Okay, Will, do you want a film from 2000 or 2018?
Let's do 2000.
Okay, these are 3 songs from a film from 2000. Fly Without Supercat, performed by Sugar Ray, but not Supercat. Pour Some Sugar on Me, performed by Def Leppard. Can't Fight the Moonlight, performed by Leanne Rimes.
Megamind.
Incorrect.
Coyote Ugly.
Megamind
That's
might
correct.
have all 3 of
Brent-
those. Whoa.
Brent got Coyote Ugly correct. Brent came to play today.
Wow.
I'm surprised that you remember anything from that film.
Why? Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I'm a pervert.
Pervert's such a strong word, and yes, it's the
Wouldn't
one I
you-
would use.
Wouldn't you think that I've probably seen that film quite a few times?
I guess that's true. You've seen it enough for the songs to really sink in.
right. I've done some bar dancing to him.
Oh, wow.
All right, here's a soundtrack from a film from 2018. In the Trunk, performed by Too Short. Hangover, performed by Psy, featuring Snoop Dogg. Pray for Me, performed by The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar.
Black Panther.
Black Panther is correct. Brent gets a point.
Wow.
Brent really cleaned up in that game. Let's get out of here. Brent has 12 points to Will's 6.
Yeah, I didn't score nothing there, did I?
No, I don't think so. But we're moving on. And you know what?
Moving
You guys got all the movies I didn't think you were going to get, but you didn't get Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I thought for sure, as soon as I said Mr. Blue Sky, someone was going to say it, but
I should have got. That's the one. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
This game is called by any other name.
for this game I'll be detailing an entire plot to you, and you will have to guess which film I am describing. Sounds easy, right? But it's not. You guys know that. I'm going to transpose the actor's role with another character they have also played. This film is from 2004. Castor Troy and Bridget von Hammersmark race against time and the entire country to steal an important historic artifact before Boromir can
Independence
stop them.
or National Treasure.
Yes, damn it.
That's correct. Will gets the point.
I couldn't remember. I'm going to call it Independence Day, too.
Yeah, I about said Independence Day.
You both said Independence Day.
I knew it was wrong.
The Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
For everyone that listens to the show, all 5 of you, from here on forth, whenever you were referring to the film National Treasure, I want you to call it Independence Day. Let's try to see if we can confuse as many people as possible for as long as possible. And if you're talking about Independence Day, please say National Treasure. You know, that Jeff Goldblum movie, National Treasure.
Well, I mean, Independence Day is a national treasure.
Independence Day is a national treasure.
To be
Correct.
fair.
Indeed.
All right, this film's from 2005.
Jeff Goldblum.
2005. Eli Cash and Wes Mantooth try to change their lives while chasing love during a weekend at Max Schreck's
Wedding
estate.
Crashers.
That's correct. Brent gets another point.
Nice.
It was Wedding Crashers. We only had 2 of those, so we're going to move into our next game, which is...
This game is called Keywords.
On IMDb, they have a list of keywords for every movie, basically little identifiable things that range from very vague to very specific. So I'm going to start reading keywords for a movie. They'll get more specific as they go on, and you will yell out whatever movie you think it is. We're only going to do 2 of these, so let's make it quick. Okay, guys, this film is from 2002. Foot Chase.
Forrest Gump.
Incorrect. Based on autobiography.
Forrest
Teen
Gump.
Angst. Incorrect.
13.
Christmas Eve. Incorrect. Wolf
National
Whistle.
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Incorrect. Businessman. Call Girl.
Informant.
Father-son. Incorrect. Father-son relationship. Tax evader. Loan officer. Typewriter. Commercial
The
air
Accountant.
travel. Incorrect. Unfaithful
Naked
wife.
Lunch. Naked Lunch.
Incorrect. Reference to James Bond. Non-linear timeline. Loss of virginity.
Looper.
Villain as incorrect. Villain as protagonist. Evading arrest. Animated title sequence. FBI agent.
Oh,
Impersonation.
Catch Me
Men in
If You
Black.
Can.
Will gets it. Catch Me If You Can was that movie.
It's not Men in Black.
Sorry, I couldn't even
It's
think
not
of
Men in Black.
anything. That was tough for some
Yeah,
reason.
the last couple were impersonation, airport, scam artist, check fraud, forgery, imposter.
Yeah, I would have got it by
Yeah.
then.
Well, that's the point of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. The next film is from 2005. Anything you guys want to say about Catch Me If You Can?
So
It's a
hold on,
darling
let's-
film.
honestly, the word that got me was title sequence. For some reason,
Yeah, man,
it's like
title
got that
sequence.
Saul
Yeah.
Bass like style. It's pretty dope.
Sure,
Yep.
right, yeah. Everybody loves that.
Let's make
Yeah.
a wager on the next one. So you only have one more of these.
Yeah, I only have one more of these.
Whoa.
So how many words away from the
Oh,
bottom?
you want to do a tune?
So you
Name
get
that
like a
tune?
little bit extra points if we get it like in a certain fresh threshold. So I can get some catch up here. You know what I mean?
Okay, actually, we'll do something different. Will, I will give you 2 points. I'll get you up to 10 if you can get this movie. I'm just going to name all of them, and I want you to wait until the end to guess, okay?
And I'm not allowed to do anything.
Wait, that's not
Brent,
fair.
you could...
That's what I'm saying. What like if I get it before him?
I don't care about being fair on this game. I want entertainment content,
this is
baby.
tri-
I'm sitting like this the rest of the show.
Okay, Will, you know I'm going to zoom in on that tan of yours, Brent. All right, Will, this film is from 2005. It's fair because I don't think you're going to get this.
What's that say?
I'm going to draw a line here. The last three. If I don't say the last three, I don't think you're going to get it. And we'll stop there and see if you can get it, all right? This one's from
All right.
2005. Predator, Homing Instinct, Icicle, Determination, Starvation, Jumping into Water, Electronic Score, Underwater Scene, Aerial Camera Shot, Journey, Barren Landscape, Holding One's Breath, Choosing a Mate, Rivalry, Search for Food, Change of Temperature, Visible Breath, Mother-Son Relationship, Narration, Moon, Life Cycle, Loneliness,
Like Tarzan or
Do
something.
or Die. No. So there are. So I'm not going to give you points for this, but I'm going to name the last three. Okay. And
Go
if
for
you
it.
know it, I'll give you 1 point.
So let him go. If it's 1
Yeah.
point, if any of us
Okay.
get it.
I'm gonna name the last three, and whoever says it first gets the point. All right. Hatching an Egg, Nature
Jurassic
Documentary,
Park.
Penguins.
The March of the Penguin.
That's correct. Brent gets a point.
Oh wow.
All right, coming out of keywords, Brent has 14 points. Will has 8 points. But lucky for you, Will, we're going into a creative game where seriously points don't matter. I will give you 1,000,000 points if I feel like it.
I'm getting railroaded. I'm about to get railroaded. I want everybody to witness this. I want all my conspiracy theorists to follow me on my anti-Filmwar page. Just for
Brent,
this
you
reason.
will also have the opportunity to get millions of points if I so desire. So
This game is called The Pitch.
this is the pitch. I'll be giving you each the name of a film that I've made up, and you'll have to come up with a plot that will go with that title. Who would like to go first?
Will.
I guess I'll go first.
Will's going to go first. Will, the name of your film is The Hootenanny.
Oh, this is a hoot already.
That's it?
Yeah, The Hootenanny is the
That's
name
all
of
I
this
get?
film.
That's all I get.
Yeah, that's all you get. I want to hear a plot. I want to hear a cast. I want to hear a setting, anything. I want to hear backstory. I want to hear an ending. Whatever you got for me. Remember, you are behind here. You need a pitch worth 7 points to just be able to meet up with Brent. And that's not counting what he's going to say. So,
So it's actually a dark comedy. Or no. It's like a dark revenge plot, right?
okay.
So it's like
All right,
two people that went to school, like, and one was a bully on him, and he called him like the hootenanny or something.
he's just a really big party animal, or
I don't know, no. It's just like hootenanny, like something like that. He's just like he's nanny boo boo like that, like
okay.
doing
So,
like
Stand by-
he's like
like,
tormented
Will, if I
his whole
could-
life.
Like
Will,
Stand
if I
By
could,
Me.
can I
Yeah.
have you? What would the definition of hootenanny be?
Well, actually, in this sense, it's a bully term,
Okay, all right.
so it's gonna be framed as a bully term.
So it's a
what did he-
revenge
what did-
thriller.
what did he do to earn the name Hootenanny?
He shit his pants. Actually, he was shooting a layup.
And he made a sound like Hootenanny.
no. And the
Some
teacher
guy just
said,
came out of left
"You
field and was
dirty-"
just like, hootenanny.
And the teacher was like, "You dirty little hootenanny," and the whole school was like, "Hootenanny." And then so his one best friend, started calling him that, and it's a revenge story about how he comes back So now they're adults. So you see this whole cut
Okay.
scene. You see this whole shit.
So that's the
cutscene at
beginning of the film, and then what? We're
Correct.
going to the title sequence.
So I'm pretty sure the guy like owns a store. He's a bully. He's just like
Okay,
never
just
left
so we
the town.
just so we can have our viewers try to visualize this in their minds, let's talk about the cast first. Who plays the grown-up version of the Hootenanny?
This has got to be Javier Bardem, like someone with like a lisp. He's like already
Javier
kind
Bardem?
of like an outcast, but he comes back as like a psycho killer.
Okay, and who's he trying to come back and kill? Like people that were classmates of his at that point?
It was his buddy, but the adult version is Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
So he's like equally kind of scary and just kind of a bully, but he never really amounted to much, you know.
So
And
this
he's
is
just
like 50 years later.
yeah,
Yeah, and he's lived with this his entire life.
yeah, and he's just like this. He's just like actually a psycho killer named Hootenanny.
Has he been spending the whole 50 years trying to enact revenge, just hasn't been able to do it yet? Or
I think
just,
he's been killing, and then he comes back to make this like
okay.
this, you know, and he's
so like all the other kids are dead. This is the last kid that made fun of him is Michael Keaton.
Well, I think you know there might have been a couple dead squirrels on the path. There might have been a couple, you know, it might have been an old lady
You gotta
or
build it
maybe a
up,
homeless
yeah.
person. He killed a couple people, just like a
You
normal
gotta kill the
psychopath.
dog, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he's back to kill, and it's just an all-out war. It's yeah. So yeah, he actually kills his dog. That's the first thing he does when he comes back to town.
So he immediately kills the dog. So that's
No, he goes into the store and he's like makes him flips a coin. It's like the whole scene from
from No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's pretty much it, except replace it with Michael Keaton.
Okay, so in the end, I assume just by normal theatrical standards, Michael Keaton wins. He kills Javier Bardem and kills the bully.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
No. So Javier Bardem gets his wish. He gets his revenge.
So
Yeah,
this is
it's-
an
it's a-
anti-hero.
Yeah, it's a sad story.
How does he kill him?
You know, he like holds him down. He like pins him down, and he shits on him. He shits on him. No. That's
Like
too,
it-
that's
like
too
an
full
Oz?
circle. It has to be something like he's
Two full
chasing him.
circle.
He's chasing him and doesn't actually get to kill him, so there's no payoff. So you don't like actually feel bad for it. Like he like runs and like impales himself running away from it. You know, so it kind of leaves you in question, like, did he deserve it or not? And he didn't actually kill him.
I see. There's a little bit of moral conundrum there at the end. Okay.
Yeah. But then you go back. Then you find out about his killing spree and how he was a killer, and so you're just like torn because you don't like either of them. Yeah. The good guy can't always win.
The Hootenanny by Will, starring Javier Bardem, Michael Keaton. It's a good one. The name of your pitch, Brent, is The First Half of Your Second Life.
The first half of your
second life.
Of your second life.
So I feel like there's some inherent sci-fi there. If you want to play into that, but it's your pitch. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, we'll go sci-fi here. I got you, brah. So the first half of your second life is about a scientist, and let's go. I want William Dafoe for this. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there.
Oh, Willem Dafoe. Yeah.
I'm already liking this.
He's
okay.
trying
What is Willem
to,
Dafoe gonna do?
He's trying to figure out a way to transport himself into a different timeline or dimensional life or something along those lines, a past life or what have you. But during the transport process, only the bottom half of him shows up. So now,
just his legs. How far up does it go?
So this is like upward. Like the dad only has like his legs?
Disney. Yeah, there's a Disney film that has this exact same plot, Brent.
Oh, does it? I'm not familiar
Upward.
with that one.
It follows a kid and it's his dad. He like tries to bring him back from death.
Oh, and he only comes back in parts.
And it's just the legs. It's just the legs. Yeah.
Well, now I just feel like.
So do you want to switch it up or? They already Pixar already beat you to
I was ready to go there.
No, we need the live action. This is live action legs, though, right?
Okay, so this is
actual legs.
Live action remake of Upward.
No, let's not. No, right. Go with your initial pitch. That's fine, but let's not try to bring
what?
Upward into this.
Ignore
I
me.
do
kinda
not want to
just-
bring down the ire of Disney's lawyers here. Okay.
I was kind of just going with it. I don't think I was. Now you've stifled my train of thought.
My bad. I love Upward. I'm just looking at some.
Oh no,
Upward
you're
dolls.
fine.
It's
You're
good. I
fine.
like it. Yeah,
This is
Tom
all
Holland.
This
Chris
is all
Pratt.
Shay's plan. I'm aware.
I was not expecting you to rip off Upward immediately when you heard that title. How could I? How would I have thought that?
All right, so
First
Life.
half of your second life.
but somehow William Dafoe still has control of his legs. So we're going to
So-
it's going to be like a back and forth.
So we still see the upper half
Of
in
William
the other
Dafoe.
dimension
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
Is it a dimension? Is it a
now
multiverse? What is it?
he's on like a well, this is just the beginning, so we haven't figured that part out yet. We're not sure where he has sent his legs yet. But we cut, the whole
So we stay with the top half, and the legs just go
Well, no,
somewhere at some point.
we cut to the legs show up somewhere. Then we cut
We don't
back.
know where. Okay,
Not
okay,
yet.
okay. I
Not
see.
at this point. And then we cut back, and William Dafoe is just on like a stool with rollers.
Oh, so
and-
it immediately jumps to he's already.
And he's like,
found
"Oh,
some way to
no."
get himself around.
Well, yeah, and he's like,
So there's no reaction shot. He's already getting and going.
I mean, I'm jumping around here.
okay.
Surely
Right.
we'll have to storyboard some.
You
of
were
this.
trying to like set it up like it was like concurrent with each other, but
Oh
all right.
yeah, no, I'm all over the place.
I want to hear from scene to scene, Brent. Let's talk about the first half of your second life.
I don't know if we got that much time,
Okay, so Willem Dafoe's legs are in another dimension.
but that's the
He
only person
has-
in this movie.
He's the only person.
He's
in
the
this movie.
only person in this movie.
He never
Kinda like
seeks
Wall-E.
help.
He's
Is there
just-
people?
He's just
Are there
trying
other
to
people in the world?
It's like a
It's a
40-minute
fishbowl movie.
It's like a 40-minute short. He's trying to get his legs to cooperate. But they
I'm
just,
sorry, I can't accept a short film. It has to be a feature-length film.
I have never heard that rule applied at the beginning of the. This is the rules of this game.
Okay, do you move forward? Move
So
forward. Let's
imagine
get through
scenes
this.
where his legs are just like trying to run up a tree, and Defoe's like, "No, no!" And then at the end, it's just a dream sequence.
Oh, he wakes up. His legs are there.
Right? Yeah. And we find out it's all just because he's had his heart broken.
from someone we don't see. So your whole film is him.
We'll put the
Your whole-
dots together. We'll put the dots together.
Brent's version of first half of your second life is Willem Dafoe. He does it deliberately, right? He intentionally
No,
tries
he's
to.
trying to send him whole self.
Oh, and then he just gets the leg sent.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
First half of your second life is about Willem Dafoe sending half his body to another dimension, and then he wakes up. Everything's
Right.
good. Okay.
But there's the whole, the whole bit where he's trying to control the legs and he can't.
Okay.
And I want to add for metaphoric, symbolic purposes. There's a lady pushing him around in the on the roller.
Oh, so
seat,
there is a person. There is another person.
But you don't see her. You only see her from the legs up.
Oh, so it's like Peanuts. You don't see.
yeah,
the top
or
half of the
Muppet
body.
Babies, or yeah.
Okay, so wait. So you only see Willem's top half. You never see another person's top half.
No,
That's-
just the lady's
Very
bottom
stylistic. Yeah.
half. Yeah. See?
Lots of women's bottom halves. All right,
Just one.
just one.
Just one woman.
Do we hear her talk?
No.
Who plays the legs?
Okay, maybe the voice is like, "Wake up."
No, I
William."
don't know. No, there's no voice. Who plays the legs?
Who plays the legs?
Sold
It's,
on your voice.
The woman's legs.
Oh man, let's go with what's that? Dardino or whatever from Baywatch and from
Alexandra Daddario?
yeah, her.
Okay.
Just because I have a bit of a crush on her.
We've got Will's the Hootenanny. We've got Brent's first half of your second life. I'm going to give you each 3 points.
There
Those
we
are
go.
both very good pitches.
I agree.
So coming out of the pitch, Brent has 17 points. Will has 11.
This game is called Dreamcast.
All right, we're coming down to the end here. This is Dreamcast. I'm going to name an intellectual property or a historical event. Our contestants will each cast the 5 roles listed with any actor, living or dead. Each role where I choose your actor over the others will give you 1 point. Our film for today that we'll be recasting is Ghost. Today's VHS cassette copy.
Right. Do I get to explain the plot again?
No, you do not have to explain the plot again. We'll be casting
I
Sam
said
Wheat.
get to.
And I denied you. We'll be casting Sam Wheat, played by Patrick Swayze, Molly Jensen, played by Demi Moore, Oda Mae Brown, played by Whoopi Goldberg, Carl Bruner, played by Tony Goldwyn. That's the abusive new boyfriend after he dies.
Yeah.
And the Subway Ghost, as I've already said, played by Vincent Scavelli. Will, who are you casting in Patrick Swayze's role in Ghost?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan
Oh.
Gosling.
That's probably a good one.
Yeah, coming out of the gate. Brent, what do you say? You got to go silly or you got to go serious?
I mean,
Both may get you points.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. Young Steve Martin or current day Steve Martin?
Current Steve Martin.
Current day Steve Martin. Okay, it's not bad. I see him playing a dramatic role like that. All right, Brent. Molly Jensen, played by Demi Moore in the original. Who are you casting in your remake? Demi Moore. Demi Moore. Demi Moore. Demi
Man, I can't.
Moore.
I'm drawing a
Demi
blank
Moore?
on this one. I can't even think of any girls' names.
Name a man then.
We do an
Name a
all-male
dog
cast?
for all I care. Yeah, do an all male cast.
All right. I like
It's a
this.
Shakespeare play.
Let's go Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. All right, Molly Jensen, played by Demi Moore. Will, who are you casting? To Ryan Gosling's
Can
main
I switch
character.
those two roles?
You went Chris Hemsworth for Patrick Swayze's role and Steve Martin's for...
Demi Moore's.
All right, I'll switch them. I'm going to get really confused and say...
That makes more sense.
Right. Much more sense. All right, Will, Demi Moore's role. Who are you casting in your remake?
Let's do Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Will, Oda Mae Brown, originally played by Whoopi Goldberg, the medium. The one that allows Ryan Gosling and Scarlett Johansson to be able to talk to each other or communicate with each other. Who are you casting?
Oprah
Brent,
Winfrey.
what do you say?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey.
I want
Giving
Paul Wall,
in what? Paul, who?
What?
the rapper.
The guy that just
Paul
was...
Wall.
What?
Somewhere on the screen right now is a picture of Paul Wall that I probably searched a long time to find. Somewhere, right? Carl Bruner, played by Tony Goldwyn. He's the shitty boyfriend that Demi Moore's character gets with after Patrick Swayze dies. Brent, who are you casting? Who's the douchebag? Cast a woman here. Why don't you? Cast all these men. Give the woman a
I thought
shot.
I was doing an all-male role.
All right, fine. Do all male cast.
What's the guy's name that plays on New Girl?
Jake
That plays
Johnson.
the one that dates Cece.
Oh, shit.
That guy.
Fuck. Schmitty, right?
Yeah, Schmitty. What's the actor's
What the?
name?
I don't know. He's in Promising Young Woman.
Yeah.
Damn it. Something Greenfield. His last name. That guy. I'm just gonna put Schmitty.
Yeah, you got it.
There you go.
Actually, put that on the whenever you do the text too.
Schmitty. All right, Will. Who are you casting as the douchebag new boyfriend?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. That's a damn fine pick. I would love to see him play that role.
I think my cast is beating Brent's, but I'm biased.
I feel if Ghost was made now, Bradley Cooper would be playing the Patrick Swayze role. I think he's like almost he's built for that role.
Chance.
Yeah. Last one we'll be casting is the Subway Ghost. He's played by Vincent Scavelli in the original. Will, what are you saying? He's just a big creepy guy in the subway that kind of shows Patrick Swayze how to be a ghost. He's a ghost mentor in the subway. Who are you casting?
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. How do you say his last name?
Is it Buscemi or Buscemi?
I say Buscemi.
Buscemi.
Buscemi?
I'd have to. Are you telling me it's Buscemi? I'd have to look that up.
Brent, who are you casting as the subway ghost?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Will's cast is Ryan Gosling as Sam Wheat, Scarlett Johansson as Molly Jensen, Oprah Winfrey as Oda Mae Brown, Bradley Cooper as Carl Bruner, and Steve Buscemi as the subway ghost. Brent has Chris Hemsworth as Sam Wheat, Steve Martin as Molly Jensen, Paul Wall as Oda Mae Brown, Schmitty from the show New Girl for Carl Bruner, and Jake Gyllenhaal as the Subway Ghost. Okay, here's our winning cast. Playing Sam Wheat, originally played by Patrick Swayze in our remake, is Ryan Gosling. Point to Will. Playing Molly Jensen in our remake, originally played by Demi Moore, will be Scarlett Johansson, also a point to Will. Oda Mae Brown, originally played by Whoopi Goldberg, will be played by Paul Wall in our remake. Point to Brent.
I think you want me.
Carl Bruner, played by Tony Goldwyn in the original, will be played by Bradley Cooper in this one, because I love to see him play an asshole. And the last one, Subway Ghost, played by Vincent Scavelli in the original, will be played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Point to Brent.
Dun, dun, dun.
At the end of Dreamcast, Brent has 19 points. Will has 14 points. Still 5 points away.
This game is called Movie Draft.
So we'll make this last game for 5 points. This is Movie Draft. Using a special secret mathematical formula, I have assigned each movie a score. Our contestants will choose one movie from each group of 5 for 5 rounds. At the end, we will add all 5 movies up, and whoever has the highest final score will receive 5 points. The formula takes into account financial, critical, technical, and audience success. Our first group of films are tournament movies. The movies available to choose from are Beer Fest, Mortal Kombat, Caddyshack, Dodgeball, and The Wizard. Will, which movie are you choosing?
I like all those movies. Let's go with Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Caddyshack.
And Brent, you're choosing Caddyshack? Okay, our next group of films are tech noir films. The movies you have available to you choose from are Dark City, Gattaca, Equilibrium, The 13th Floor, and AI Artificial Intelligence. Brent, which one are you going to choose from tech noir?
AI.
AI.
Good choice. I'll take Equilibrium.
Equilibrium, Will says. Okay, our next group of films are man versus nature films. The movies available to choose from are The Perfect Storm, Dante's Peak, 127 Hours, Castaway, and The Day After Tomorrow. Will, which film are you choosing?
Castaway.
Castaway, Will says. Brent, what do you say?
127 hours.
Brent says 127 hours. Our fourth group of films are Man vs. Nurture. You've had Man vs. Nature, now we're going to do Man vs. Nurture. The films you can choose from are 10 Cloverfield Lane, Misery, Failure to Launch, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and Phantom Thread. Brent, you're choosing first. Which one do you choose?
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest, Brent says.
I got distracted when you said that. What was the last one you said?
The last one I said was Phantom Thread, filmed by Paul Thomas Anderson, featuring Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
That one. And our last group of films are Villain.exe. These are films where a villain is played by an artificial intelligence or a computer. The films you can choose from are Virtuosity, War Games, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Eagle Eye, and I, Robot. Will, you're choosing first here. Which one do you choose?
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Of course.
Will says 2001: A Space Odyssey. And Brent, what are you saying?
I'm
War
gonna go
Games.
Virtuosity just because it's one of my favorite movies.
As it is mine. I have the final score for Movie Draft. At the end of 5 rounds, we have a score of 20-17. Will to Brent. You guys know what that means. It's a tied game.
This game is called letterboxing.
I kind of didn't want to do this with you two playing, but this is letterboxing. There are many rules to this one, so pay attention, please, both of you. Do not yell out the answer at any point unless I am pointing at you through the internet and telling you to name that movie. So I don't want to hear a single movie guess from here on forth, okay? If I have a film chosen, it will give you the year, the overall star rating on Letterboxd, the film's tagline, one clue, and a few keywords of the film's plot. I will then name how many cast members I recognize in the cast list, and you'll each take turns betting on how many names you think you can guess the title with. So if I say there are 10 names I recognize in this movie, then you can start the betting at 10 names. If the next person tells you to name the movie, you'll hear all 10 names from the bottom up. That is the lowest billing to the highest billing. If you say 8 names, you'll hear 8 names, all but the top 2 billed actors. You can also say 0 names if you already know the title after I give the clues. If you're adventurous, you can go into negative names. You will have to name the film and the highest billed actors in order of billing according to Letterboxd. Now, I know you guys are going to screw this up already, so let's just choose the fucking movie.
I would like to point out that I'm the reason for the rules explanation.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to rewrite that several times. So. Okay, this film is from 1986. It has 4.1 stars on Letterboxd. The tagline is, "For some, it's the last real taste of innocence and the first real taste of life." The clue, it's based on a book. The author said it was his best adaptation. Keywords, pie eating competition, coming of age. 8 names that I recognize in this 1986 movie. Will, how many names do you think you'll need to get then?
I'll need all of those.
You'll need all 8. Brent, what do you say? You gotta go 7?
0.
I got a clue.
Brent's saying 0. All right, do not say anything else, Brent.
So
now,
Will,
you have the opportunity to go. You can either tell him to name that movie, or you can go -1, but you'd have to know what the movie is in order to guess.
Okay, I actually do think I know what the movie is. So when my -1 would be what?
Okay, so let's hold off. For just a second, because now Brent can also go -2 if he wants. So you are saying -1.
I'm trying to see what that entails real quick.
Okay, so you would have to say the name of the movie correctly, and you'd also have to say the name of the top billed actor for this film on Letterboxd.
So you'd have to say the top billed actor from the movie.
Yes, you'd have to say the name of the film.
I don't know his name.
Well, think about it. You can either say name that movie, or you can say -1.
Well,
but
I just know I can't do -1, so I have to say name that movie, correct?
Yeah, I guess that's it. So you are saying name that movie.
I just don't know his name, so yeah, let's hear it, Brent.
You gonna point at me? You gotta point at me, Shay.
Brent, what is the name of that movie?
Stand By Me.
That's correct. Brent wins the game.
Bravo. Well done.
Good job. Good job. I show.
It's my freeze frame.
Yeah, we don't do freeze frames in this show. I'm not more Scorsese. Brent has won the game. We have a new champion. All hail Brent. What would you like to say, champion? How many have you won at this point? Can you even say?
Not off the top of my head, no, sir.
You've won a lot.
I've won a lot, but still won very little.
Well, you never really win a whole lot on this show, but today you did win Ghost on
life
VHS.
or in love. I do love having that VHS, though. I'll tell you that much. It better be signed. I didn't see a signature on there.
I'm gonna sign it right now. 2022 Film War champion.
Love Shay.
Not Will.
Aww.
That's it for Filmwar. We have a new champion, all hail Brent. They are taking home a VHS copy of Ghost. Follow us on Twitter and Snapchat at the Filmwar, on Instagram at the Filmwar Pod, and on our subreddit at r/Filmwar. If you have a new game idea, we'd love to hear it. Send it our way. You can also check out our episodes on YouTube, which hopefully you're watching this right now. Before we get going, any last words?
I'm gonna win one of those cassettes one of these times.
One of these days, Will.
I am a golden god.
So, what are you guys going to get up to after the show?
Well, kids, it's time to go to bed. So
I know what you're trying to do.
Thank you.
It is like 1,000 degrees in here. I'm done.
All right,
Brett's gonna watch. Everybody's gonna watch Brett walk out again. All right, Godspeed. Bye.
Filmwar, 1,000-yard stare production.